My body a diaspora. I know not where I come from. The skin on my back reads brown, but the blood in my veins bleeds red. Perhaps this is what they mean when they call me colored. They say I am American, but if so, why am I a hyphenated conundrum with a history that begins long before some 1776? A story long forgotten from my own weary body. When I ask my mother, where am I from? She says here, the projects of Birmingham, Alabama, where her mother resided, and her big mama pulled 6 children from the claws of the Jim Crow South. When I ask my father, where am I from? He says here, the south side of Birmingham, a neighborhood he called home long before some white gentrifiers colonized another territory foreign to them. And when I ask my parents of their history before this, when home was filled with people who looked like me, when our past was not oceans away, they did not know. History was another oral tradition, knowledge pouring from a cup, beginning only with those alive to tell it. And why search for more with a cup as full as theirs? Their stories bleeding with protests, hip-hop movements, generations of resistance that birthed them. But do you understand my frustration, my pain, at a history that begins on a land we did not come from, at a name that is distinctly American and nothing else, wanting, wishing for a story more than pain and strife? I ask my grandmother, Nanny, where am I from? She tells me that the braided locks on my head began in a place called Eden. And I wonder how we ended up on a continent 90 days a boat ride from there. I wonder with each drowning ancestor what customs, traditions were lost. I wonder what languages died on throats that gasped for air. I wonder what art perished with the gifted hands of the sick. I wonder, where is home? What roots sprouted from earth, drawing the lines of my family tree? What seedlings bear the fruits of my past? What does it taste like to know home? To read the book from beginning to end, to know with confidence my history. I wonder if I'll ever know peace. Peace with not knowing. Peace with the seeds sown in the States, in my hometown of Birmingham. Peace and understanding that my body is a piece, belonging to many puzzles, to many roots. I am from nowhere and everywhere, no fault of my own, for we are all winding roads leading back to Eden. When I ask my mother where I am from and she says Alabama, I want that to be enough. To feel no pain at the pitfalls of my circumstance, but only pride at the history that is written in the streets that I walk, the history that is familiar with strife, but rich with resilience. To see Harriet Tubman as some many greats ago grandmother. To see the projects of Birmingham as Eden. To see Eden as some winding road that twists over continents and dives under oceans to get back to the homeland. To taste a medley of fruits from a medley of places that all trace back to the same roots that I have been searching for. I am from nowhere and everywhere. My body a diaspora. I am from here.